This question asked how.
Yo, 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 yo. We're glad to have you guys in this great space. We are your hosts.
Mandy.
Candace.
I'm Brandon. Thank you guys all for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting the videos out there on a daily basis. We appreciate the love and support from the bottom of our hearts.
We do. We really
Yeah,
and truly
yeah.
Thank you guys.
And the verse of the day is...
The verse of the day is taken from 2 Timothy 4, verse 7.
Oh,
I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
I hear this verse a lot at funerals.
really?
Yes.
I
He's
know.
speaking to the person that has passed on.
Yeah.
You know, I fought the good fight.
Kept the course.
Kept the course.
Run the
Yeah.
race.
It's a good verse though.
All right. So, new episode today. We told you guys the week before that we will be doing a Q&A. Here is the Q&A. Woo! Snap your fingers. We're at a poetry slam. Snap your fingers. So yes, we are doing the Q&A, and Manny has the questions here that you guys so desire, want to know answers
That
from.
we
First of
have
all,
not seen.
You guys were really asking questions a lot. Very adamant.
Yeah, we found some juicy
So-
ones.
Cheers.
We're gonna answer 42 questions today.
Yeah, all
And
42.
hopefully your question falls in here.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for participating, by the way.
yeah,
I
we
know
appreciate it. Yeah,
you
Yeah.
wanted to ask so many things.
shows that
so-
you guys care.
And we love y'all for that.
Yeah.
So let's
Buddha.
get into it, shall we?
Oh, that girlie.
All right.
Sure.
First question here is asking POV on
Okay.
Christians who listen to secular music. Are there any exceptions to the genres? Example, it's okay to listen to R&B but not soca?
That's a good.
Jeez.
All right, that's a good question. I think. All right, not every secular song is bad. So the Happy Birthday song is not a bad song. We are the world, we are the children. That's not a bad song. Because what secular just means absence, exception of God in there, not religious. So do I think you should listen to some R&B songs? I don't know about your wedding day, but I try. It's not gonna play on my wedding day. You see me? Probably you make me stronger. You see me? But the point of the matter is there's some secular songs I think you have to just be careful. Be careful of.
I think.
Yeah.
I think you have to know. I think you have to kind of know yourself with some, because you're not go as if you're a Christian. You're really not go back to Roger Weil and Skeng, and you're not go back to Caesar.
It's,
And
I feel like there's secular songs and there's secular songs.
yeah, not all secular music is bad.
guys, I
Some of
think-
them share a positive message, like the Bob Marley song. You know. So, a second news.
I understand wanting to know how to toe the line, because in a sense, that's kind of what the question is asking. If there's any bad secular music, it all really depends to me on what the message of the song is. There are other genres like an R&B and like a soca that have nothing to do with being conscious and just want to talk about man and woman business. And if you understand that your eye gates and your ear gates are very important things, whilst you might not have a lust problem now, you never know. So I can understand wants to toe the line, but you have to also keep in mind that what you feed is what's going to grow. So if what you feed your spirit man is the R&B that wants to talk about, girl, I want to love you so bad, and it's very subtle in its sexuality as opposed to a soca that's a bit more overt in its sexuality, it really all depends on what you're going to the music for. If you realize that it's making you feel a certain
That's
type
what I was about
of
to
way,
say. It depends on how it
Brandon,
makes
if you're
you
going to cross,
feel.
walk behind, please.
Sorry.
I think
But
how the
yeah.
music makes you feel
How
plays
it
a
make you
big part.
feel and what it make you start think about if you are listening to the song and all of
Yeah.
a sudden Brother John is just in there in the music video with you. No,
Yeah.
darling.
I think
No.
that's
Just because it's
important.
not telling you to break out does not mean that it's not
The type
bad
of
for
feeling.
you. Exactly.
Type of
Put your back
feeling.
in it.
The type of feeling the song evokes
Yeah,
in you
and its actual message.
plays a big part.
Yeah.
You know
For
what
sure.
that metaphor is about.
Yeah.
Don't act like you don't know.
But there's some like you can say love songs that are about a story, like a love
Yeah.
story. While you have some that are they're not even like explicit, but like you have to look up the lyrics.
To understand.
Yeah,
And when you
see the
find out
true
what they're really
meaning.
talking about, yeah.
So be
Yeah.
careful. I'd say be careful. You're supposed to what? Try every spirit, test every spirit.
Oh, where
So-
the song go with the rain? They don't want to talk about the rain.
Oh,
No.
no.
It's a Christian
I
song.
get wet. That one is every time it rains.
Yeah.
I
fall
fall to pieces.
Yeah, that song, no.
Ace of Base.
Huh? Nah.
just-
Every time it
just be
rains, I fall to
careful.
pieces. That's mad, bro.
Just
How did you become friends? Are y'all close or is it just for the pot? Oh no, sweetie, we do this in real life.
Yeah, we're actually
We
friends.
are
Yeah.
all joined by the hip.
Yeah.
We see each other too many times per
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We basically do everything together.
Together.
Yeah, we're not paid to be here.
yeah.
We have 2 group chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how serious.
That's hilarious. We're
This
so
is-
close. We've adopted kids. That's
Right?
how close we are.
Yeah.
all 3 of we don't know how that work, but yeah,
We've adopted
we do this in real life.
Yeah, we've been friends since our eyes have been at our knees, and I mean that by no exaggeration whatsoever. We've been friends for a very long time. You guys are just seeing us now, but yeah, it's been like this for a while.
Yep.
Next question: dating outside of your denomination. What's your take on it?
All right. So with that, you would, if you're dating, I think you would have to ask. There are certain questions you would have to ask to get through that barrier. So the first thing you have to ask: do they believe in the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit?
Yeah,
Do they believe in baptism in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit?
yeah,
You also have to ask: do they believe in deliverance? Do they believe in speaking in tongues? Do they believe that if you speak in tongues, do they believe that speaking in tongues isn't the only reason why you're spirit filled?
yep,
Do they believe in the gifts?
yep,
Do they believe in prophecy? Because not every church and not every denomination is going to be on that wave.
yeah.
So you'd have to ask those questions to get through the barrier. No matter how good looking they are, if they are really about that Christian life, they
Yeah.
will ask you. So
Ask the
yeah,
questions that matter for you.
yeah, ask those questions, and then you can get
Not
to the next
trying
step.
to shun you away from you falling in love with anybody or dating somebody outside of your denomination, because if you guys are able to meet and talk, because communication and understanding
Yeah.
plays a big part, if you guys are able to like work things out, like good for you, big up on yourself. But I think it's
It's hard to balance.
and you have to think it out
Yeah.
real
Because it's
Yeah.
not
properly.
Not every denomination is.
Not all of them
yeah,
mesh well.
Yeah, not everyone of them mesh well. So you just have to
Yeah.
ask certain questions. And
Yeah.
if it gets a no for someone, it's fine. But you have to ask certain questions. And normally those questions would align to if you want to be the person or
Yeah.
not. So
You
yeah.
really need to know about the other person's denomination
Yeah.
and know if this is something that you can work with, if their point of view is something that you can understand objectively.
Yeah.
That's not going to per se quash the very core values of your own denomination. Or if you're okay with that and you don't mind stepping into another one, then that's fine. As for me, I don't know if that's necessarily for me, but we shall see where the Lord leads. All right?
That's true. All right. Next question. Evangelizing as a young Christian or young adult or youth. Well, I guess this is just open. You guys want to know
how to
how to evangelize?
is it how or like what's the experience like?
I don't know. It's
Oh.
open ended, so I guess we could interpret
Yeah.
it however
How
we
do you
want.
do it? How did
Hopefully,
you
we
get
answer your
started?
question.
I think just strike up a conversation. Strike up a conversation with the person that's probably beside you. You know, yeah, strike up a conversation. Try to listen, because sometimes when you evangelize somebody, they just start talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to listen. You know, hear a point of view. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
it.
I think that's a good part, and especially for us as young people, if you're trying to reach other young people as well,
Yeah,
your experiences can be a big
yeah,
help. Sharing your story of what you were before, where you were before,
yeah, yeah,
what you
yeah.
have been through, and how God has delivered you is
Yeah.
usually a good standing point, starting point, because
Yeah.
sometimes people who aren't saved tend to believe that there's no saving or deliverance for whatever situation they're in, or there's no coming out of
Yeah.
rock bottom or rising from rock bottom for them.
Yeah.
So if you're able to share, you know, what you have been through and how you too were at rock bottom at one point and how you thought you weren't going to get out of a
Yeah.
situation and how God has brought you out of it,
Yeah.
I think that's a really good starting point, because then people, it wouldn't happen overnight for some people. Some people can really receive the wait name
Oh dear.
conviction in that moment. Others, it doesn't happen
Right
for
away.
them right away.
Yep.
But you have started the process there by sharing.
You plant the
that-
seed.
Yeah, that's, you know, you were once in that position and you were able to come out by the grace of God.
And don't think because I know some churches have persons who are actually ordained and appointed
Evangelists.
as evangelists.
Yeah.
Don't think because your church has evangelists doesn't mean that you can't
You
do
aren't.
that.
You
know,
can.
the Bible
Yeah.
says, "Go into the world." Was it preaching the gospel?
Yeah.
Preaching the gospel to everybody.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing, but yeah. So it's on you as well. If you have good news,
Yeah.
you're gonna share good news. So
Yeah.
it's on you as well.
You also don't have to overthink it, because when it comes time to evangelize, it's like having another conversation. Whilst you would want to prep your spirit man, as in ensure that you and the Father have that connection real nice and tight, when it comes time to speak, the Lord will give you the words to say. Sometimes it can be as simple as being introduced into the conversation, like, oh, yo, me and so and so go drink. You want to come? And like, no, I don't really drink. They're like, why you don't drink? And it's like, oh, because I'm a Christian. It's like, really? So how that's so it doesn't have to be as daunting a conversation as you might think. The enemy likes to have us think that religion is such an off-putting topic that you can't have it as a casual conversation. So don't overthink it. The Lord will bless you with the words that you need to say to this person in particular. So just go out and have those conversations.
Yeah.
All right. So this next question was asked twice so far. So we're just gonna talk about it now. So it's asking what happened to the fourth host, and it used to be, this one was saying, what happened with the other guy you guys started out with? Wasn't it four of you? All right. So it was four of us, but now it's just three of us,
Mhm.
and it's going to remain as the three of us for the time being.
Yeah.
That we're hosting the podcast. So yeah, it was four of us, guys. We know many of you had your questions in regards to what happened and so on. You know, life happened, and we just had to, you know, continue moving on, because even though life happened, life doesn't stop. So
Yeah.
we just had to keep moving on. So now it's just three of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Of the three of you, who is the friendliest and who is the most unapproachable? Brandon is the friendliest.
Yeah.
Brandon is the friendliest. Brandon can strike up a conversation with a rock stone. He
Yep.
is just that good.
Yeah.
Brandon can strike up a conversation with anybody. That's a good
It
Yeah.
is.
Thank you.
good
Thank you.
trait to have.
It
though.
is.
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Most unapproachable.
Yeah. I think
Most unapproachable.
I'd probably take that one. I don't get approached very often, and that's mostly because I don't usually want to. I'm not usually. I'm okay. Brandon and I are siblings. Brandon got all the social genes. I did not.
I did not get a social.
No,
gene.
I did not. I did not. Brandon will be up and about talking in the crowd and doing all it is that he can to gather as much information about the people.
He's the spokesperson for the podcast.
I
if you guys
don't
didn't know.
mind watching from
It's really him.
the sidelines, and
I think it'd be
comfortable doing that.
between either Candace or Mandy.
Yeah.
I think it'd be either.
Mandy's a lot more friendly than I am.
Yeah.
Not that I don't speak.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to be usually the one to get up and
I get
mingle.
unapproachable just because of my face, though. But it's just my face. I'm really the sweetest pie, sweetie pie. It's not a question, but the consistency is impressive. Keep going.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a schedule. We have a system that we actually work with. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, that's really nice.
This one asks, when are you guys going to have a guest on the pod?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think last year somebody asked this question and we said, yeah, man, in the future.
In the future, right?
So, yeah, in the future.
We have discussed it. It's something that we've talked about, but
it's just to plan and prepare and sync up schedules, because if you guys knew when we recorded, you guys would understand that it's a bit difficult to have a guest, but we do aim to do that at some point, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely in the future I would like to become a pilot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who is behind the scenes?
All right, so
for some time, for a bit of time, it was one of the kids that we had.
yeah,
Well, two of them, but
they're on
some
their
are
summer
working.
jobs right now. Our
Yeah.
kids are teenagers, so
they're part of our youth group
they're
at our
getting
church.
their experience, their job experience on. But when it's not them working behind the scenes, it's
Us.
us.
Us,
Yeah.
pretty much.
If that
Hopefully one day we can get to that point where
Just walk in and
we
turn
just
on the
walk in, film, and then
yeah, camera on. Yeah, I
Right.
want my camera macchiato.
I was like, oh my God, my makeup's not ready. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, it's just us right now.
All right. This one says, what church do you guys attend?
All right, we attend the
The
Boulevard Church of the Nazarene,
1A
Auburn
Auburn Avenue,
Avenue,
Kingston,
Kingston.
20.
At 20?
Yes.
All right.
we're in
Yeah,
Washington.
right.
Think always the Kingston 10 wherever I'm going on. Yeah.
Right off Washington
Town
Boulevard.
Boulevard, after
Right
Tasties.
down the road from
the
Tasties.
Tasty.
Not the open Bible, you know.
No.
No, down the road from
Down in road.
Tasty, not up
So like
the
y'all
road.
left down Robin. And y'all touch
Yeah,
upon the
coming back
Mandela.
this side.
Yeah, come back this way.
Yeah.
If y'all go up, it right before the Tasties.
Yeah.
We that.
Yeah.
We that.
Next one says, you guys should do an outdoor episode. That's a good idea. We used
to film outside.
we used to film outdoor episodes.
Outdoor. But we'll definitely get back into those as time progresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back into those because we have some ideas.
Not during this season though. It's hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boiling outside.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when the time cool down, we can definitely
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
do that for sure.
Definitely do that, yeah. We have it we actually have it in the calendar, I think.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
jotted down in our
Yeah.
ideas.
It's in our thought jail cell. Yeah.
Right.
Let's call it like, yeah.
All right, next one. Any plans to sell merch? I feel like this is the same person that asked us the last time.
Guys, to sell merch, you need to make merch, and to make merch, you need money.
Right?
Merch is not cheap, people.
Money that we don't have.
Merch is not cheap,
In this
but we
eco, no
do
money.
want to. Trust, we definitely do want to.
If any one of you guys out there or supporters would love to, get on board with us, like no, I wanna have a little print your business.
Yeah.
And you feel like you wanna, help us
Yeah.
Bless the ministry.
we will for sure. It's like you can
Yeah.
email us disgracespace01.
No, it's the big gray space.
thegrayspace01
At gmail.com.
If you want, let's talk business.
Yeah, you can email us and we'll talk. Yeah.
But we definitely want to.
Yeah,
Because we know our logo would look real nice on some things.
Yeah, because
True.
Yeah, some person have asked me go concert and they're like, you work where? And they ask where can I get the shirt?
Honestly, you guys would be the first to know. So look out for that. Ensure you're following us on Instagram and TikTok. So in case that news drop, you'd be the first to know.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, guys, these questions are in no
specific
particular order. They're just random. I'm just opening them and reading them as we go along. What is a personality trait that immediately turns you off from somebody? Jesus, where do I begin?
Jeez.
Personality traits. Like hold up.
Yeah.
All right. Question. What's a personality trait again?
Brandon, I'm gonna make this harder than it's so many now.
A personality trait could be
Something that you do regular. Like it's
Okay.
a part of you.
yeah, so somebody is a
Like,
personality trait.
My personality trait of mine would be let me think.
It could be that Mandy is a jokester. She's good at giving jokes. Or she's a funny person. I think one for me is probably that I'm usually pretty quiet. So a personality trait.
that I don't like in somebody.
Yeah, that's a turn off.
Mine would be
I think when you can't think objectively.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm talking, all right. So I like to run joke, right? Harmless jokes. Harmless jokes. And if you're not, all right, they don't have to be funny. They don't have to be funny. Or I can say something outlandish, and your response isn't like quick-witted enough. Yeah, that would turn me off completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Yeah.
think mine is
I think, man. Try big.
I think mine is probably unfounded arrogance. Because it's just like, I believe in carrying yourself in a humble spirit. Not saying that you should think of yourself any less than anybody else. But if you're just not that guy, you're just not that guy. And that is okay.
Oh, it's a main character syndrome.
I don't purport myself to be that girl. And I've accepted that. No, if you think you are that girl or that guy, that's lovely for you. But if it comes up on the basis that you can't even support this big man energy, this big girl energy that you're carrying, just sit down. Like everybody else. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, me, people that's always trying to fit in. Like you don't have no little stand-upness by yourself. If you're Jamaican, you'll understand what I mean.
Stand-upness.
Like everywhere you go, you try to fit in with whoever is around. You don't want to just be who you are.
Even if that means
And
being
be
by
confident.
yourself.
Exactly. And being confident in who you are. You don't have to fit in with whichever crowd you are with at that particular time. So people who have no set personality, you're just like a chameleon.
Just fluid.
Yeah, you're with everybody. You don't disagree with anybody.
Yeah, those
I don't-
kind of people.
Yeah, I don't like it too. Yeah. I like people with clear disagreements.
You know what you like,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah, you have to like everything.
Yeah.
All right.
I understand.
Next question. What do you guys do for fun?
I read.
Same. I'm a reader girl.
I work out.
Yeah.
I work out. I play guitar. I play video games. I like to go out. Sometimes I like to go
Brandon
out.
love road.
Yeah, I go out. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
it.
I like to
Reading.
read. I like to listen to music. I like to talk. I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
Um,
I like doing my hair. I like doing my nails.
yeah,
I'll spend hours doing it.
yeah.
I like going out with my
dress up.
friends.
I like dress up.
Let's go road.
Yeah.
Listen to
I like-
music. Yeah.
Going to the movies.
Yeah. I like a good drive out.
I
I don't
like-
have to go anywhere specifically. I just like a good drive out.
I like driving fast.
We know.
Let us keep that off the record.
Do you look forward to growing up with the podcast? Absolutely.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see this evolve.
We'll see where it goes. But in the future, we're not gonna say anything. Okay, the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, we'll definitely.
This is one thing we also do for fun as well.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
this is not a job
It's not
No.
a job,
for
no.
us. This is actual fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
An extra day to see your friends.
we look forward to growing up with this great space because it's basically like our child.
Yeah.
Right now.
It is.
So we're growing with our child. This question asked, how old is Mandy? Why you wanna know?
You want to tell the people your age?
I'm 24. I just
just
turned 24
Yeah.
on August 6th. By the way, thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Big up on yourself.
Mhm.
All right. I'm 24 for that person that asked. This one says, please come and visit the other churches in the different districts, like a tour, and then do a live show. Ooh.
All right. So apparently we have a hacker in our hands. So
What do you mean?
huh?
What do you mean by hacker?
Because these are all things that we have to
These are things that we've thought about and had discussions on and budget. Not
Somebody's
budgeted
leaking the
for us
beans.
yet. But yes, we do hope in the future and plan to do
Yeah, we
these
plan to really
excursions.
come and like
Be in
be
your
in your
space
church.
and space.
And
Yeah, we
not just
definitely-
as this great space, but as
Other-
just regular members of the Nazarene in Jamaica,
Yeah.
in Jamaica. We really plan to get to visit all the churches on both districts, East District and West District. So
Yeah.
we don't know who sent this message, but we'll be at your church soon.
Yeah.
And make sure that when we announce that we're having a live show and we're having tour and we're coming to all them place there,
Make
make
sure
sure
say
it's kind of
on there.
strong.
Make sure say on a show up
Exactly,
and show
please.
up.
Want red carpet and oxtail. And
No,
everything.
okay. We never say all of that. But
Yeah, just
same
be
way
there.
how you guys supporting us, through YouTube and Instagram and so ever.
Yeah.
When we have a live show, make sure Sona come out so we can meet all of Uno and
Yes.
take picture and laugh and
Yes.
Yeah,
Tell
have fun.
Tell your friends about us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. This is for Brandon. What is it like being so close and hosting the podcast with two females? Be nice.
All right. So, hosting a pub with two females, it's interesting. They both have their different. We all. I'll say is that normally they both would agree on a topic, and I would normally
Disagree.
disagree. And if I have an idea, they'd be like, "No." You see me?
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but there are moments when use the mic. There's moments when like I will have like an idea that I want to try and I think it's cool, and they'll be like, Brandon, no, and I'll be like, cool, and then they'll have an idea and I'll be like, I don't think that can work. So I think that's one of the interesting parts. Another one is, they're women, so one is my sister, one is my friend. So it's, are they always on time? No. But they're here. They're here. You just have to just remind them of the time, and just be
Okay, next question.
Well, I was finished. All right, yeah. Also, the good thing is that because they're two females, they also have an understanding of how to like deal with like the viewers, people, what to say commercially, what
Yes.
not to say commercially. Like normally I would have like a caption and have like for real and you know what I mean, and you see Mandy's like no, we have to kind of look a certain way. So like that's a good thing to have. And also they bring another point of view to the process. So working with them is pretty okay. And they're pretty on point with other things. So if I need something for the podcast, they will send it as I need it. So I don't have to like wait 3 days.
What do you guys think about marriage at a young age and starting a family? Personally,
I don't see anything wrong
no
with it.
for me. Personally, no for me because in my head, I feel like I'm still 16. You know, so even though at this ripe age of 24, it's like the age where many people are getting married and starting families. I feel like if I should get married and get pregnant now, it would be teenage pregnancy and
Alright.
teenage marriage.
All right, man, relax.
So, all right. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I don't see anything wrong with getting married.
Nothing's
young.
wrong with
I
it.
say if you have your financials together,
Yeah.
and you have
Your
and
spirituals together.
spirituals together, and you guys have the conversations,
And
things
you
are
go into
asked,
counseling,
go into
marriage
counseling,
counseling.
yeah, you guys have all those things set. I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem.
You just, definitely want to have that conversation about when you both want to start a family.
Yeah.
Because one
How
of
many
you...
children in a one?
Yeah,
younger
one
is
of
better,
you
know.
might...
According to studies, getting married younger, having children at younger is
Well,
better.
yeah, having children younger, I can understand why you'd want to do that, but some people are doing things in which they can't afford to have a child right now. So some people might be, going to school still, or some people might be working and taking on another obligation, or you have maybe like a sick parent at the moment. You just can't balance those two. You'd want to have that conversation before you slip and you slide, and little Johnny is here, right? So have that conversation.
Yeah.
And go marriage counseling. Marriage counseling is not just for
Yeah.
when you are going through a tough time.
It's
supposed to
premarital.
be, yes, premarital counseling.
Pre.
And you guys can keep up with it when you're married as
Yeah.
well. Because remember, this is a stranger you're basically sharing your space
Yeah.
with a stranger.
It's best to have a stranger
So-
ask you questions about your life
Than somebody
you have to
that-
know.
Apart from the podcast, do you guys do anything else at your church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Do
else.
we?
Yeah. So Candace is the youth president.
Yeah.
Mandy is the secretary. I'm the treasurer.
Yeah.
I play. Is there anything else at your church?
Yeah, you play guitar.
I play guitar, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I am
We sing.
also on the Women's Fellowship committee. I'm also on the church board.
Oh yeah, I'm on the district as well for
Yeah,
the
and
youth
We're-
NYI
We're
district.
heavily
everything.
involved.
Yeah, I'm on the district
We're
as well.
heavily
Sports
involved.
coordinator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We are a part of our church's ministry.
yeah, music ministry.
Music
Ministry,
ministry.
the praise
Yeah.
team.
That
Part
means-
of Sunday school and the
Yeah.
Sunday school board.
And
So.
tech team round the back.
The Psalms. Shout out to the Psalms.
The Psalms.
Inside joke, if you know,
But yeah,
you know.
we're heavily involved
Yeah.
in this church.
And in the Jamaica
the
East District
districts,
for
yeah.
the
NYI
what would be the best way to ask someone for forgiveness?
Ooh.
to ask.
Ask them.
So all right,
No.
all right.
It depends
There
on-
is- it depends on what
What did
you
you
did.
do?
Yeah, it depends what
It
you
depends
did.
on
Some-
who
And what you did.
and how fresh it is.
Forgiveness isn't necessarily so if you're the how do you know? If I'm the they call it no. If I'm the
You did something wrong?
you have the predator and you have the prey. Right?
Jeez.
If you're the
antagonist
predator
and the protagonist?
yeah. If I'm the predator and you're the prey, right? If you're the predator, you see me? I think you have to just give it time. And forgiveness isn't for you, it's for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't have to forgive you. And even if they forgive you, it's not for you to feel like because all is well enough, but it's not for you to feel like you can reconcile because the person may not want to reconcile with you after
No.
that. A person can forgive and they can not speak to you again.
If you guys want more clarity on this, we had a whole podcast some months ago
About-
about
Yeah.
forgiveness
Yeah.
and so on. And the truth of the matter is, you can ask the person for
For forgiveness,
forgiveness,
yes, you
but
can.
they are not entitled to reconcile with you
Yes.
Yeah.
or
Forgive you
start
at all.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
or start back a friendship or a relationship or whatever the case is.
Yeah, yeah.
They really can just forgive you and move on and decide to leave you in the past. And it's just something you're gonna have to
Make
Yeah.
peace with.
make peace with.
But the prey, he has to forgive you or she has to forgive you because the Bible says so. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
to forgive you, right?
And
so
I-
the
yeah.
Bible says so they have to forgive you. So, but you can't don't think that
You can't
they
force
have to.
them.
Just because the Bible says so doesn't mean that they're going to do it.
And remember, they're humans.
Yeah, they're
and
humans,
remember,
yeah.
think about the severity of the situation. What
Yeah.
did you do?
Yeah, what you
and
do.
who you did it to.
Yeah.
And based on the history that this person has, how likely are they to really want to hear back from you?
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that's really open to speaking with you despite what happened, then by all means have that conversation and hash things out with the person. If somebody that you know is really angry at you and wants nothing to do with you, you have to
Just
give it
leave them
some time.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it
Just leave
some
them
time.
alone for you.
Respect their space.
Yeah.
Respect
Next
their
one.
requests for privacy.
You guys should host events.
We want to. So you can shout
What
us
event?
out. Mandy gave
Grace
you the
Space.
email earlier. You can send us an email.
01@gmail.com. We have an intruder.
Yeah, you can send us an email.
One of our kids just
Yo,
arrived.
I thought something was on her head, you know.
We started filming at what time? Look at the time she's arriving.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we would definitely be open to hosting events. We were just in here coaching Brandon on his
Yeah.
MC voice the
Yep.
other day. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I need to get it
He's
together.
getting there. He's getting
Yeah.
there. But yeah, we definitely.
All right. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Okay, Subway.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah.
open to hosting events. If you
Definitely.
guys would like to give us a shot at that, we definitely would do
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
All right. Most challenging part of having the podcast.
Time.
Yeah, scheduling.
Yeah.
Scheduling time.
That's our most difficult part.
getting around everybody's schedule.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of the hardest parts. Yeah. Time, getting around everybody's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the hardest parts. Since it's like 3 of us, we live
Yeah.
3 different lives. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the hardest. The
Sometimes
hardest part.
it's even.
That's really the only hard part of the
Yeah,
podcast, honestly.
just the time.
Oh, I was gonna say sometimes it's also deciding what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
That can be a bit hard sometimes. So if you have any suggestions as to what you want us to touch on,
DM us.
yeah, you can let
DM
us know.
email us. you
Email
know,
us.
DM
Yeah,
email
the whole
us,
works.
Yeah,
send us a message.
we would like to speak to you about what you want to know.
Who do you guys think will get married first?
See over there, sir. It is
Appar-
not. It is not
apparently,
us.
apparently,
It is not us.
apparently it's me. Apparently it's me. So
It's
you know,
me.
we'll see. We'll see.
Can't wait to put on my dust off my long frock.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed,
And sit down in the crowd
Mm-hmm. And take picture.
and I take picture.
We'll
Yeah.
see, man.
Work on that, please.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
How has the year been for you guys so far?
Interesting.
I describe it in one word: egregious.
But it-
That's a big word for Elmo. Tell the people what that means.
I don't remember what it means.
Okay.
I really don't remember, but I know that it means it's like, I think it's something like, channel.
All right.
Can you egregious mean again?
Brandon, please.
Egregious.
I'm pretty sure it's egregious.
I know
Yes,
egregious.
It's egregious,
Yeah.
and it means conspicuously bad.
Oh,
Wrong word?
yeah, wrong word. Wrong word. The year has been interesting. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, the year has been very interesting. I thought egregious meant something positive, but yeah,
No.
yeah, the year has been interesting. Very interesting.
Such a Jamaican. Just use words out of context. Well, I do understand. I understand the feeling behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The year has been very interesting.
Indeed.
Ups, downs, left, right. I'm
Are you
getting
guys-
hit with like 6-piece combos from Akuma, Street Fighter 6. It's crazy. Yeah, a long year.
I'm wondering if the person is asking how has 2024 been or how has a year in the podcast been.
Yeah,
They
same
didn't
thing.
specify. No.
It just say, how has the year been for you guys so far? It sounds like them ask about 2024, man.
2024.
Yeah, 2024 has been, I like to say it's a cool year so far. Cool. Because
like big bean. Sorry.
it's been a cool year, you know, can't complain. Life is just always gonna life.
Yeah.
For real.
And you're just gonna have to
Deal with it.
deal with it
Deal with
Nothing's, it doesn't, the world doesn't stop revolving.
Nope.
When something goes bad or something
I think
goes
that was
good.
the hardest thing for you to accept, that the world doesn't revolve around you.
You know, contrary to popular belief, I still believe it does. Even though it does, I'm just kidding. All right, yeah. So, yeah, the world doesn't stop to celebrate your major achievements or your failures. So, you just have to keep going. So, it's been a cool year so far. I've been having a cool year so far. Can't complain.
Candace?
Oh, I said
She-
it was
she talk-
interesting.
she said-
I
It
just
was
think, oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
full stop.
What motivates you guys to keep doing the podcast?
You guys.
You guys.
When you start something, you might as well
Yeah.
finish it.
We have to.
Yeah.
And we are not a set of people that give up easily. Oh no, you're
No.
gonna have to. You have to do your best.
Yeah, you have to try hard.
You have to do your best.
Try real hard.
Also, this is pretty fun. It's a good learning experience.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
having
so-
fun doing this.
Yeah,
It's
so-
another extra way for us to hang out, really.
Yeah.
So it's just like meeting up and hanging out
Yeah.
and fulfilling our purpose of, you know.
It's amazing seeing the
Ministry.
support from you guys. So why would we
Well,
drop
we
the
stop.
ball now?
Exactly.
And we believe that we can also share information with the youths
Yeah.
in Jamaica that probably don't have an outlet to listen to as Christians in Jamaica. You see me? So we want to be that, I guess, that voice for you guys,
Yeah.
you know?
Would you guys get another host?
This time,
No.
no, but you never know where the Lord can
Yeah.
lead. So at this time, not really,
Not at this time.
but we're not completely closed off. At least, yeah. In my opinion, we're not really closed off. But at this time, as I say, it's already difficult scheduling for three people.
Imagine
So-
4. Yeah. So that's something we'd have to think about. But for the moment,
Yeah.
it's just us against the world.
You're not answering the people them.
This person asks, why doesn't Mandy post on her Instagram? Because I don't want to.
Simple put.
I don't have a reason. I just I'm gonna change that soon. But I've had pictures before. I just archive them after a time frame. Like I really and truly don't know what's wrong with me. Why I keep doing
It's not
that.
staying up, that's right. Continue.
I just keep archiving my pictures, so they'd be there for a while, and then you just come look at my page and then 0 posts. Not a question, but I look forward to you guys every week. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We appreciate your support and your kind words that came from your
You
soul.
guys are so sweet.
We appreciate those remarks, and they'll be documented and stored.
I'm
That's it?
sorry. I'm reading some of these. Listen, this is the first time we're seeing it.
Yeah, guys, we're just
So,
opening the questions.
I'm just peeping over and seeing.
Are you guys single, dating, or married? I'm a new supporter, so I've been trying to catch up. Oh, okay. That
Okay.
makes sense. Welcome to the space of grace. We're glad to have you in this grace space, as Brandon
Yeah.
says every single week.
Yep.
We're truly appreciative of you being here. So, seeing as though you're new, we're going to break it down for you.
Yeah.
None of us are married.
Yeah, we're not married.
None of us are married. I am single.
As am I.
I'm gonna let the others speak for themselves.
Yeah, I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dating.
I'm single.
Do you guys have any weird talents or skills?
Weird. Define weird. Weird talents or skill.
The only weird thing I know I can do is like double joints or take my arm out of socket and put it back in. I'm not gonna show that on the screen, but
Weird talent.
that's the
or
only weird
skill.
thing I know I can do.
I'm not sure.
The weirdest thing I know I can do is move my ears, and that's it. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Define weird. I'm not
Yeah,
really
define
sure
weird.
what you mean by weird.
This one asks, is there anyone you guys look up to or admire?
Wow. Wow.
Anyone we admire? My mom.
Same.
My dad,
Yeah.
Uncle
Us.
Milton.
I admire. Oh,
Ooh.
don't make me start the list now.
Yeah.
There's so many people I admire.
Yeah. So many different persons who have
Yeah.
different parts of different persons' personalities.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate.
But to top the list is definitely my mom.
Likewise.
What's the nicest gift / present you guys have ever received? Ooh, I know one. So some years ago, I got this phone call from my godmother saying that there is a gentleman who would like to speak to me, that wants to speak to me. I was like, okay. So she puts him on the phone and he goes, hi, Deidre. That's my name, guys. It's not Mandy. So he goes, hi, Deidre. How are you? And I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm answering. And he goes, oh, I just wanted to call to ask your permission if my wife and I could name our daughter after you. And I was like, what?
Wow.
So
Wow.
he basically explained the coming. He's I think the nephew or somebody close to my godmother. And my godmother was also my grade 1 teacher. And this was when I was in high school, by the way. The man said he remembered coming to look for my godmother that day when I was in grade 1. And he just remembered the most polite person
Aww.
ever. And I was so helpful showing him the directions to go and find her because she wasn't in the classroom at the time.
Jeez.
And he was a young youth at them time. They like, I think I'm probably late teens or something. And him just always remembered meeting the nice little girl who took him around the school and was very helpful and very polite. And he asked my godmother, what's her name? And she said her name is Deidre. So now years later, he's married, he and his wife pregnant, and they're expecting a daughter. And he calls and asks me if he can name his daughter Deidre. Best if I don't think anything would beat that gift. It's been years and nobody can beat that gift. Best gift I've ever received.
Best gift I think was probably my first electric guitar. Yeah, that was a fun time.
That was a fun
house
time.
full of nice.
Jeez.
That was a fun time. Yeah.
I think the best gift or the nicest gift I ever received was, I think it was a necklace that I got for my birthday. It was either for my birthday or it was for Christmas. I'm inclined to believe it was for Christmas because I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. And I got it from my father years ago and I still have it to this day. It's a little silver heart necklace, a little gem on it. Yeah, I still have it to this day. And that was the nicest one because I wasn't really expecting anything.
What's a question you guys hate being asked? If my hair is real. Is that your real hair? I don't know what about the question, just
I don't think I have one.
I don't like being asked it.
I have one.
I don't
You
think I
have
have one.
What one is it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like, yes, we're siblings. We are siblings.
Oh, yeah.
We don't dare. We are siblings.
Yeah, you guys, I've been around you guys when I get that question.
Yeah.
Ask you for no day. They're siblings, guys,
We're
please.
siblings.
Look at the faces.
Please. We are siblings.
This is the same guy who didn't know his sister had dimples. They're siblings.
All right, Mandy.
If that doesn't scream sibling to you, I don't know what else.
Yeah, we're
does.
siblings. Thank you.
All right. What's a topic you guys could talk about for hours? Anything?
Oh,
Anything.
yeah.
Anything, yeah.
Really?
Anything. We all three of us are yappers, so we
Yeah.
could talk about anything.
Yeah, anything.
Throw us something and we could talk about it for hours.
Take it from different perspective.
Yeah. The tangents.
And then we're gonna break it up into different parts.
Yeah.
And then branch off into something
Yeah.
related to it.
Yeah.
we could talk about
The
anything.
tangents we go on are ridiculous.
Facts.
She is.
Dating advice. Woo!
Ask all the questions that you want to know from the start. Don't worry, don't care about how pretty she looks or how handsome the guy is. Ask all the questions that you want to ask.
Yeah.
Ask all the questions. Don't wait till you're 9 years in, 4 years in, and your friend said the girl don't want a picnic. Ask
crazy.
all the questions. Bible related, Christian related, financial related. Ask all the questions. Ask all the questions. And if they don't answer the ones that you need them to answer, not in the way you want it, but they don't give you the answer you're looking for, find a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Find a
I'd
new one.
say trust your intuition. If your gut is telling you something isn't, if you're not comfortable with something,
Yep.
as Brandon said, ask all questions or speak out about something that you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Do not
definitely.
sit down there and think that okay, the situation will sort out itself,
It not gonna
or
sort
you're
out
gonna
itself.
eventually feel better. If it's not up your alley, if you're not feeling comfortable, if something is bothering you, say something. That's my advice. Always speak up, because
Yeah,
then
Pinskies.
years down the line, you're gonna have all this pent up frustration
Resentment.
and resentment towards a person for something that you did not voice or speak out, saying that it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Speak out.
Yeah.
Next question.
I think.
I didn't know you were saying some Candice.
Oh, I was just gonna say, don't go on a date just because you're bored. Don't entertain somebody just because you feel lonely. If you don't want, or if you don't particularly like this person and you're just talking to them because they are there, it's not fair to that person at all. So don't just get up and start dating because you're bored. Ensure that you are adequately prepared for this process of dating, or that you believe that it is now time for you to do so before you start dating. Right? Don't do it because you're bored, and don't just date because it's been a while and this person is the only person that's checking for me right now. Let me go on. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. There's plenty of man and woman out there. If it means that you have to cross international borders to do it, then cross your international borders. You don't have to date just
That's so
out here.
funny, because the next question asks thoughts on dating outside your race.
Yeah,
I was problem with that.
of course.
Go for it.
I was problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. I mean,
Go for it.
and only Jamaican people look good,
Precisely.
So, like,
Exactly.
I don't see a problem with that. But as I said, ask all the questions. That's all I need to do.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right. Advice for someone who wants to start a podcast.
Start it.
Go for it.
Start it.
Jump. Dive in.
Start it.
Yeah.
Just start it. Just start it.
Rome wasn't built in a day, so you're gonna have to
Just
start
start it.
somewhere. Whether it would be
If
just
it's
on
by
your
yourself,
phone,
yeah.
with your phone camera and that microphone. Start there.
Just start it.
Begin.
Because just start and see where you go. Just start.
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
More than 10 years.
Yeah, more than 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've attended the same church.
All
Our
our lives.
parents attend the
Attended.
same church. So we've known each other all our lives, basically.
Yep.
Do you guys hang out outside of filming for the podcast?
Yes.
I think we probably
Yeah.
kind of answered this before, even though it wasn't really asked, but we do, guys.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
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 We're actually
We're
friends.
friends.
We are friends. Outside of the we were friends before the podcast.
Yeah.
And we are still friends.
Even
Close
now.
friends.
What
even
I would
now.
say is that if you're doing something like this with your friends, it may not work out for you, because doing like group work with your friends is not a good idea. You may lose some friends, because with this you have to be on top of decisions and timelines and deadlines. And if it doesn't work out how you want it to, you're gonna have some nice words for your friends, and you don't want that. So if you want to do this with your friends, just be very mindful that you need to know what type of friends you want to do it with.
Yeah.
And how they deal with what you call it, disagreements and arguments as well, because not everybody can handle when they hear no.
Not a question, but can you guys share with me tips for surviving university?
Oh my gosh.
Fitting way to end the podcast.
Just fresh out it.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
What I also say, one, be yourself. Two, find a group of friends that you can kind of chill with. If you are a Christian, I would say read your Bible even more. because your belief in God will be challenged at university
Oh yeah.
heavily.
Oh yeah.
Also, surviving university, stay on top. Pass your first test. Pass your first 6-week test. Pass
Oh,
your
yes.
pass your first one.
Yeah, pass your midterms.
Pass your midterms. Then your second one. If you kind of drop off, it's fine because you already have a good start. Pass your first, your second, and for the last test, you can just breeze. Yeah, make friends. Don't be a loner. You're gonna need them.
Yeah.
Make friends. Don't be a loner. Try to be active in whatever, like they have sports or like a club, whatsoever. Try to be active and try to
Yeah.
meet new people and learn to have an argument with somebody. And when they disagree with you, you don't get upset and you lash out. Learn to agree to disagree. Yeah, that's it. And pay your school fee.
My tips, if you are unable to attend all your lectures, attend all your tutorials, especially if
Yes.
you're going to UE
Yeah.
or
UTech
UTech.
too. Yeah.
Attend all
All
your
your
seminars, attend
Yeah.
all
Your
your
workshops,
tutorials,
your
workshops,
labs.
Yeah.
because that's where the work is. Lectures, honestly,
Brother.
you can miss. I'm not saying to deliberately miss them, but if you're unable to attend a lecture, you can always get notes or slides or
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos. But tutorials, workshops, and seminars
Yeah.
are where the real gems are. It's where you really get your assignments.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
where
You learn how to
you do the
format
group work.
this, sign
Yeah.
them something there.
So attend your tutorials, your seminars, and your workshops. Next thing is, if you have nothing to do on campus, the library is always there. Not saying this from like a nerd position, but if you want to find out information in regards to anything, the library is always there. Find an extracurricular activity, go join
Yeah.
a club.
Yeah.
You know, hang out with people that have the same kind of mindset as you in terms of them wanting to be something or leave here with something.
Yeah.
Because choosing your company in
University,
college,
yeah.
it really can make or break you. Because if you hang out with a bag of people who skip class, you're gonna start skipping class to hang out with them.
Yeah.
You're gonna start slacking up on your work. You're gonna start missing out. Your mindset also needs to be. It needs to supersede everything
you need to be
because
locked in,
your
bro.
body
Yeah.
can not feel up to it, and sometimes you yourself don't feel up to it. But you have to train your mind. Say, 3 years or 4 years, and the degree away you go for.
Yeah.
So now watch the face. The work is gonna get hard. You are gonna be overwhelmed. You're gonna be stressed out.
Stressed
You're gonna
out.
miss. You're gonna lose sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like,
It's gonna be a lot.
yeah, you know, the whole world against you.
Yeah.
But
Night long,
just stay the
all
course.
night.
I go come out with a degree,
Yeah.
and in all honesty, make sure that you yourself want the degree, because if it's a case where somebody pushing you to get it and you were not interested in the first place,
It's gonna be even harder.
It's gonna be hard. So make sure it's something that you want for yourself, and don't go there and waste your money or your parents' money.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to have that conversation to explain to people if your interest is something more technical or skills based. University may not be
Or
the best option.
the
You
regular kind of university.
You'd probably need to go to a technical school,
A vocational
hard, vocational
institution.
institution, right? So have these conversations with your people or with yourself. Talk to God about it, and go where you're gonna be watered.
Yeah. I think just fresh out of university myself, what I would say are my probably 3 most important tips. Don't be a nobody in your class.
Yes.
Do not be a nobody in your class. Talk in your class. Speak to your lecturer. Even if it's just to raise your hand, every class you need to say something. Be somebody that the lecturer will remember for a good reason. Or at least be somebody that your lecturer or tutor, Because more than likely, it's usually the tutor that is marking your work and not the
Not
lecturer.
the lecturer.
Yeah.
Be somebody that your tutor or your lecturer knows, right? Because it's going to come a time, also point number 2, when they're giving out that contact information, write it down. Save the lecturer tutor number in your phone because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
You are going to need it. And it will be helpful that when you contact them, Brandon,
Sorry.
it'll be helpful that when you contact them, that they already know who they are speaking to. Because there has come many a time when, as up to date as I thought I was going to be, that I may have fallen off, or I was the one who everybody wanted me to go ask the lecturer for a little extension. Ensure that you are a person that the lecturer would know for a good reason. Let me add that to that. For a good reason, right? So ensure that you save that contact information because you're going to need it. Ensure that you are someone that your lecturer would know. Probably 2 more. Please to keep in mind, well, for youve, each semester is 13 weeks. Please to understand that at that 6-week, 7-week mark, you're going to be overwhelmed because tests and assignments are going to pile up.
Yep.
If your lecturer is somebody who gives you your test or assignment list beforehand, whether syllabus done at 13 or not, they're going to want those assignments. So don't watch your lecturer, watch the course outline.
Yes. Yeah.
Facts.
Don't watch
The
your
year,
lecturer.
The year could have done a year's assignment due after the school year done.
Don't watch your lecturer. Watch that course outline because lecturers can talk, tutors can talk, and time will run off. But that course outline must be met. It doesn't matter how long I'm gonna spend on this topic. Cause the head tough and I can't get it.
Yeah, it's true.
Or
it's
the
true.
lecturer is bad at explaining and I can't get it. That course outline must be met. Come hell or high water, so ensure that you are on top of that. Something else, ensure that the company that you keep is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
It is very,
Can make
very
you or break
important.
you.
If you're going to be in a friend group, ensure that this friend group has responsible people in it who will check on you when you are not present.
Yep.
Guys, friend up somebody who drive as well.
Listen.
Because sometimes when I go stuck at school or study,
Yeah.
and no bus not gonna be able to carry you home.
Yeah. You're going to need people who are on top of their course outline, who will be reminding everybody that, hey, this due this week, you know, or hey, you did miss a class, or we did have this assignment in another class, or this topic did cover, and you never did that. Ensure that if you are not that person, you have somebody like that. But even that person should be a backup because you should be on top of your things. Something else that kept me, it doesn't matter how big you think you are, you need to have a homework book because you're going to forget what you are
True.
supposed to do. Have a homework book.
True.
Write it down.
Yep.
Because nobody thinks they're better at keeping things in their memory than young
You are
people.
not.
And we're not good
You're
at
not,
it.
because you're going to forget something. Trust me.
Yeah,
it
keep
happened
a
to me
homework
before.
book. You're going to forget something. You are going to, and learn the difference between 11:59 a.m. and 11:59 p.m.
Yeah, the PM, AM, something there can really make it.
11:59 a.m. is 11:59 before 12 noon. That is 11:59 a.m. 11:59 p.m. is 11:59 before 12 midnight. Learn the difference and ensure that you watch that clock. Because some
Yeah.
lecturers have some whack times that they want it to
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
in at.
I used to get basics AM
Exactly. I
at
got 4 p.m.
I say, what?
You need to watch
Yeah, man, you
that
have to
clock.
really watch it.
Not all lectures are built the same. They'll want things at different times.
Yep.
You just need to juggle it. And at college, you're probably doing no more than 4 or 5 courses.
Per semester.
It might be small to you,
But it's a
you
lot.
might think you have a lot of time on your timetable. You don't.
After week 6,
Yeah.
Everything just got roll in a one.
After
Yeah.
week 6, and remember, second semester is faster than the first.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yes.
It is.
It's the same 13 weeks, but second semester is faster
So
than the
both is
first.
different.
Because I think you have more public holidays in second semester.
Yes.
So you're missing a lot of your classes in second semester. So what you want to ensure when second semester come around, that you are already on top of things. You're going to feel overwhelmed. This is going to happen. Group work, never fun, but ensure that you cover your bases. And in group work, you're going to need to know how to talk to your lecturer, because do not sit there and let whichever tyrant is in your group run the group to foolishness. And when it's time to hand in things, no, you want to be talking to the lecturer. No, 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 no. At the first sign of trouble, says Sheila is a tyrant, you need to go and tell the lecturer that Sheila is a tyrant and they cannot work with Sheila, because they need to find another group for Sheila and find her fast. So ensure that you speak up for yourself. Talk up early. Don't sit down with Sheila in the group and Sheila not doing nothing. Yeah, those are my tips.
Yeah, I think probably the last one I would say is when it comes on to dating in university, just focus on your studies.
Focus on yourself.
Please.
Focus on your studies.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself.
Please.
Isn't me? Yeah, focus on studies. I'm not saying that they don't work. I'm just saying that focus on your studies.
Most people find them spouse at university, but
focus.
you're not there to look man or woman. You're there to get the degree.
Yeah,
A lot
focus
of relationships also fall apart in university. So ensure that, listen, though you may have spent time with this person, you're also investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in your university degree. Don't flop the strong investment, please.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And
Also, please
remember,
don't plagiarize.
Don't, please.
Turn it in is your worst enemy.
Yes, it is.
Do not plagiarize.
And
If you used to do
don't-
it before, don't.
Chat GPT,
Don't use AI.
please.
I mean,
Fix
I
up.
don't disagree using AI. I just think use it as a
No.
start.
You need to
Yeah,
use
don't
it
copy. Don't
responsibly.
copy
Yeah.
and paste
Yeah,
as
don't
you
copy and
see
paste.
things, guys.
But
It
but
probably
Yeah.
used to work for you before, but I can promise you in college, you can get kicked out
Yeah, you can.
for that.
Yeah, because
Please.
they run it through software, people.
different
They
software.
run it through software.
And
Yeah.
and
Ensure you know
also-
for do your reference page. You know to cite your sources. Very, very important.
Also, when you're in classes and you speak to people and they say you look at their ID, I know it's like your number, the year is different from yours. Just look at that as motivation that I need to get out of here faster. Yeah, because I've been in class with people ID. Mine was 1705815. Some man was 1120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's something
Yeah.
good to look at, guys.
Yeah.
If your journey, it may not be as quick as out of there as everybody else. Circumstances and life does happen.
Yeah.
So don't judge someone else because they've been there a longer time than you. All that matters is that however long it go take them, they
Yeah.
might go get the degree.
You might get it,
Right?
So make sure say you saw to your thing.
Yeah.
Just ensure that it is the circumstances of life that slow you down than you
That
slowing
slow you down.
Don't waste the money.
All right.
Don't
So,
waste it.
thank you guys for watching another episode of This Great Space.
Thanks for sending your questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember to
Hopefully
like,
answered everything to your liking.
remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, get the videos out there. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. Get to know him today. And if you don't know him,
You're moving mad.
you're moving mad, bruv. Thank you guys all for watching This Grace Space. Bye, guys.
Bye.